Hey familia, Miranda here, and well, July has come to a close, which means it's time to share with you guys everything that I picked up in the month of July. So this is everything else outside of my Criterion haul, outside of my thrifted vacation haul. If you guys have yet to check those videos out, I will leave them linked in the description box below. So make sure you do check that out if you want to see everything, like the other things that I picked up for the month. But this is everything else that was not a part of that. So I do have some things from Gruv, a couple titles. I have one title from eBay, several things from Amazon. Obviously, I took advantage of, some of the things that were going on for Prime Days. I do have some subscriber mail. I do have a trade that I did. A handful of things from WhatNot. I actually did not go too crazy this month, you guys. So I was trying to be good there. And then, I'm not sure, Goodwill bins, surprisingly, yes. And I think that might be it. So yeah, anywho, let's just go on ahead and dive on into things. Because as you can see from the thumbnail, there are several packages here to get through. So let's dive right on in. All right, so first up, I think we're gonna go ahead and get the subscriber mail and the trade out of the way. So I do have a little package here that I received from the lovely Cindy. She is a supporter to many of us here on YouTube. But yes, I always enjoy, seeing everything she posts and whatnot over on Instagram. And she's just a really, really cool person, you guys. I love her content and everything. And so yeah, she's been here supporting the channel. So she actually sent me a title here. She had messaged me on Instagram, was like, she had some titles that she was, thought that I might like, and so there was one that I was definitely interested in, so she sent it here to me. So I got this, and then it looks like there's a little card here. So let me open up this card. The world needs more people like you. That is cute. It says, Miranda, thank you again for all the lovely movies to add to my collection. It was so nice of you. I am so happy that I can add something to your collection, even if it's just one title. Keep being awesome, Cindy. Thank you so, so much. So yeah, I did send her some things, you guys. I have a lot of titles that I am just trying to get rid of. And so, like, yeah, I'm honestly just willing to send them to anybody that wants them. So, if they're just going to good homes, that's all that matters, you guys. But this title here, you guys, it does have a Blu-ray release, but I'm just freaking happy to have this in the collection because you do have Kevin Bacon and Amanda Seyfried, and I enjoy both of them very, very much. But it's this film here called You Should Have Left. I don't even remember how I found out about this one, but it looks like some sort of a maybe like horror thriller of some sort. I don't know, it looks to be there's a person in this house, like, I don't know, watching them or something. I don't know. But it looks really, really good, you guys. So I wanted to go ahead and check this one out. So thank you so, so much, Cindy, for adding this one to the collection. I really do appreciate it. And I appreciate you very, very much, and your friendship and your support here on the channel. All right, so next up, I do have a trade here from my buddy Carlos here on YouTube. There will be a link in the description box below for you guys to go check out his content. But yeah, so he oftentimes, I want to say usually about once a month, every couple months or so, will put out a video of movies that he has up for trade. And so I finally, it's actually been a while since we've done a trade, but there was some titles that I was wanting. So yeah, I'm happy to have traded with him again. Really cool person. Like I said, all his info will be in the description box below. So we got some titles here. All right, so first up, we have a factory sealed copy of Midnight in Paris. And then a factory sealed copy of Logan, which I really, really enjoy this movie, you guys. I like anything, it's like Wolverine, I did snag this one because I needed the upgrade, Men of Honor. I'd been wanting to upgrade this one for the longest time ever. So I could finally get rid of that DVD. But yes, the Men of Honor, great movie. And then I did also upgrade Outbreak. I actually have not seen this one, but I've heard good things on it, so can get rid of the DVD there. And then I was surprised to see that he had up for trade, and he knows what this is worth, but he's like, whoever gets it is lucky to get it in a trade, and that is a copy of Near Dark. This is like crazy out of print, you guys. So I was pretty happy to snag this one from him. And then I did snag the this double feature of 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later. Obviously the 28 years just came out and stuff. pretty sure I have 28 days, but I was really wanting this one because I don't have 28 weeks in the collection. So that's just kind of the main reason why I wanted it. So I think I have this one on DVD, so I can get rid of that and then have this, double pack here. So happy to have that. So always a pleasure trading with you, Carlos. Thank you so much. All right, so got in a couple titles from Gruv. I forget what the deal was. I think this might have been the 2 for 16 or something like that. But I finally snagged Best in Show. So this one has like come recommended to me time and time again. And so I finally decided to go ahead and pick it up. I mean, I thought it was a pretty good deal. Obviously, the 2 for 16 there on Gruv, because I know this is like well over like at least 10. So I'm still saving, a few bucks there. But Best in Show, I hear it's like some sort of like I guess like a mockumentary of some sort. I don't know, but I hear it's fun. I hear it's funny. So looking forward to checking that one out. And then a Scooby-Doo film that I did not have in the collections. I'm slowly trying to get all these Scooby films that I did not have. And this was one of them. That is Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase, the Blu-ray here. So got those two. All right, then from eBay, this was a snapper that I was really, really wanting. I recently saw somebody post this and I'm like, I did not know that that had a snapper available. So I immediately went on and tracked one down. It is the snapper of the original House of Wax with Vincent Price. And it also has, it says also includes the 1933 Technicolor original Mystery of the Wax Museum. So it's like 2 movies in one, but I am happy to have this because I did not have the original House of Wax in the collection. I do have the original Haunting also in a snapper. And there's another one too that has Vincent Price in it. I'm trying to think what it is. I'm not sure if it's 13 Ghosts or what, but I have it. I don't know. I'm trying to track down a snapper copy of it as well. But House of Wax, the original, I love the remake, obviously. But I'm excited to check out the original here. So House of Wax. All right, let's dive into Goodwill. So as you guys know, I took a little vacation off from work and stuff, and after we came back from the beach that same week, my sister decided to come over and stay for a few days. So we kind of, did our thing, had some little sister time, and so we actually went to the Goodwill outlet, or the Goodwill bins, however you like to call it, which I'd only been there once, and it was alone kind of a little crazy experience. This time was actually pretty good. We were up in there for at least I'd say a good couple of hours just digging through everything, and it's just crazy because then they just start bringing out more and more and more and all that, and like people definitely, they jump on things. But anywho, I did not know that they had movies there. They actually had a rack that had some movies, but then they also towards the end we were about ready to leave and like, oh crap, we missed this whole like tables of books, and mixed in with the books there was movies like DVDs and even like VHS and all of that. And so yeah, you best bet that I went through those. It kind of sucks when they're in the bins though, because there's definitely like people, I guess, I don't know, they just take out the disc, they don't care. So there's like just broken discs in there and empty cases and all of that. But I did find a VHS surprisingly and 4 DVDs that I was interested in. So plus another item that my sister found for me. So, but we'll get into that. Anywho, I'd never heard of this. It is a like war-based film, and you guys know me. I love a good war film. It does have a Blu-ray release, which I will probably eventually down the road upgrade. But I don't know. I was just really intrigued by the cover art on this VHS, and yeah, just because it's a war film, I picked up this Stalingrad, I think that's how you pronounce it, but it looked pretty cool, and it looks like it takes place like in the snow, and I don't know that I actually have any war films in the snow, so this was pretty cool. So Stalingrad, never heard of it, but had to go ahead and pick it up. And this one, the VHS, they actually don't charge it by the pound, or I mean they charge the VHS by the pound, not the other DVDs that I got. Those are like kind of have their set price and everything, so I mean I practically paid nothing for this, you guys. So Stalingrad. I did actually find a film in Spanish, which I was very happy to come across because it stars Vicente Fernandez, and if you guys know, he was like one of the like greatest like mariachi singers in Mexico, and he's also just a really, really great actor ever since his like younger days and everything and stuff. So we have this film here called El Tahur. And I know I asked hubby if he'd seen this one. He said yeah, and that he remembered liking it. So I don't think I've seen this one personally, but I've seen plenty of his other films, and he actually did recently pass away. But yeah, El Taur. So with Vicente Fernandez. Next up is this film here. I think this too is kind of in the midst of the war, World War II setting. But you have Michael Douglas, Melanie Griffith, and Liam Neeson. So great cast there. I think this is only available on DVD if I'm not mistaken. But it's this film called Shining Through. So I went ahead and picked that one up. And I was surprised, you guys, that I actually did not have this film in the collection. I know it has a Blu-ray. I know it just got the 4K treatment. And I remember watching this all the time when I was a kid. And for some reason, I just did not have it in the collection. But I was like, you know what? I saw it there. It's factory seal. I'm going to get it. That is Mouse Hunt. So I'm happy to finally have this in the collection. I've been wanting to, it's like been in the back of my mind. Like, I need to get it. And I just never pulled the trigger on it. But I saw this there and I couldn't bounce on it. Yeah, it's DVD, whatever. But yeah, Mouse Hunt. I'm excited to revisit this one for sure because I do remember really, really loving this one when I was younger. And then the last film that I got here from Goodwill, this one too has a really good cast. It's probably super dumb, but it's probably one of just those films. You have a dog in it, you guys, okay? And that is Bailey's Billions. So obviously it's gonna have to do with like some sort of like money scandal thing, something probably, I don't know. But yeah, you got freaking Jennifer Tilly's in here, Tim Curry's in here, John Lovitz as the voice of Bailey. So we have a talking dog, you guys. I didn't even realize that's a talking dog. But yeah, Bailey's Billions. I feel like I may have seen this one when I was younger, but honestly, I don't really remember. But the title, it definitely sounds familiar to me, so we'll see. But yeah, Bailey's Billions. All right, and the item that my sister found for me there at the bins. This is absolutely gorgeous. I guess it's an original print, you guys. And that is this print here of Mulan, as you can see. It's in mint freaking condition. It originally retails, I guess it's sold only at Disney parks, but it originally retails for $39.95. And this print it's by Jun Kim, I guess. So yeah, and there's like a whole little kind of story by the artist here, kind of just some info about them and about this picture itself. But this thing is absolutely gorgeous, you guys. You can see it's like, and it's plastic and everything. This is actually kind of a thick kind of cardboard canvas type thing. So yeah, but it's a mint freaking condition, you guys. It's something that retails for like 40 freaking bucks. To get this, again, this was like by the pound, so again, probably worth like, I mean, I probably paid barely anything for this, but it's beautiful, you guys. So thank you, sister, for finding this for me. All right, I think we'll do WhatNot, and then we'll get into all of the things from Amazon. So I do have 2 packages from WhatNot. It's mostly DVDs. I think there's like 1 Blu-ray in each package. But anywho, we're gonna get into this. Actually, I think there's 2 now that I think about it. Or, I mean, 3 Blu-rays now that I think about it. All right, so this first one here, I did happen to stumble upon a couple of really cheesy looking horror films. So we'll see if they're any good. You guys will have to tell me if you've seen any of these. So first up, this is, I guess, from, it says 100% fresh meat certified, whatever that means. But we have this film here called Late Fee. So I'm assuming that this is gonna maybe take place, I don't know if it's like at a video store or something. Says something about begging the owner to rent them some DVDs, like the scariest movies in the store or something like that. So I don't know. It looks pretty cheesy, like just by the title itself. But you guys know I do enjoy some cheesy horror, so I had to go ahead and pick that one up. And same with this one. This one stars Sasha Grey, and it's this film called Smash Cut. So, I mean, obviously she's like a nurse or something, and I don't know if this was gonna be like, you know, cutting up, you know, peoples and whatnot, but again, it sold me, just the kind of like cheesy horror aspect of it. So, yeah, I had to go ahead and pick that one up as well. So my daughter has been super into just like horse movies and stuff. She was like, asked me the other day, it was a good question. I was like, you know, like how many horse movies do I have in the collection? So that may be an upcoming video. We'll see. But I saw that the person had this one. It's called The Long Shot, and it is inspired by a true story. So again, anything about horses, we do have 2 horses now, you guys. So we got my daughter a horse, and so kind of in the works of like training her and everything. Her name is Nova. That's the name that my daughter picked out for her horse. But yeah, so just another one to add to the horse collection. And next up is this film here called Time and Tide. I do believe this one has like a Blu-ray import. I forget from where, but I think here in the States it's only available here on DVD. But it looked really good. The reviews seemed pretty good on this one, so I went ahead and picked that up. This one I'd been wanting just for Josh Peck, and it does have a Blu-ray release, but I just, since I've never seen it, I wasn't really looking to pay, you know, the amount that the Blu-ray goes for. So we have The Timber. This one too is like a Western of some sort, like Josh Peck in a Western. And obviously it takes place like in the snow and everything. So, snow Western, if you will. So got that one. Next up, we got Ashton Kutcher and Anne Heche in this film here called Spread. I don't know, it just seemed pretty good. Kind of has to do with like, you know, the choices that one makes in life. And I guess Ashton Kutcher, he's this kind of hot shot, meets Anne Heche's character, who's I guess like a middle-aged woman, and they kind of fall for each other. And so yeah, I guess he has to choose between like love and money, I guess, like for his career or whatever. But it seemed pretty good, so I wanted to go ahead and, you know, give it a go. All right, I did not have this film in the collection. I think this might have a Blu-ray release. I don't quite remember, but I remember kind of seeing this just in bits and pieces. I've never actually seen it in full. It's for the Julia Roberts collection. That is Mona Lisa Smile. This one is factory sealed, but yeah, like I said, I just wanted to watch this one in its entirety because I've only ever seen it in bits and pieces. It was like on TV all the time too back in the day, and I just never got around to fully watching it. So we got that one. This one, I got this one for Anton Yelchin. Another one for his collection, and that is this film here called Like Crazy. You also have Felicity Jones and Jennifer Lawrence in this, so I mean, you know, kind of a love story here, so I wanted to go ahead and get that one. This one I had never heard of, but you know, for Javier Bardem, I'm in, you guys, and it is a film by Iñárritu, which I think I have another film or two from that same director. I'm pretty sure I do. I want to say maybe that's the same person who did Amores Perros. I'm pretty sure. But it's this film called Beautiful. Obviously not spelled the right way, but yeah, for Javier Bardem, I was sold, you guys. So had to get that one for him. And then my buddy Cody over at Film Addiction, I recently got the first Vampires film, and he's like, well, the other, like the sequels are worth checking out. So I did actually snag, I want to say this is the 3rd film maybe, and that is Vampires The Turning. So I went ahead and got that one because he said I needed the sequel, so you know, they had it on DVD, so I went ahead and snagged it. Alrighty, next WhatNot package here. I said it kind of went a little heavy on the DVDs this time around. Let me take this off of here. All right, so the only Blu-ray that I got here is the Legend of the Black Scorpion. So this is one of those, I don't know, like, what language is this one in? It's in Mandarin, so like one of those like Chinese, I guess like kind of similar to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon kind of thing, and stuff. So yeah. It's inspired by Shakespeare's Hamlet. Interesting. So yeah, I just got that one because I have several other films similar to that in the collection, so I figured I would go ahead and get that one. This one is for the Christmas collection. I've been wanting to check this one out because I do love me some Melissa Joan Hart. I mean, especially back in the day, you know, Sabrina, she was all that. She was a thing back then, you guys. You also have Mario Lopez in here, so this should be a fun little watch for sure. But it's the ABC Family, you know, original movie, whatever. Holiday in Handcuffs. This one is actually factory sealed, but it has the slip and everything. So, whew, I cannot do that one-handed, y'all. So there we have it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that one out. We got some Maggie Gyllenhaal in this film here called Sherry Baby, factory sealed. And this one too just seemed really, really good. Was that Danny Trejo? It looks like it. Giancarlo Esposito's in here, and yeah, Danny Trejo. Wonder how long he's actually in here for. It looks to be in a couple of scenes there, so we'll see. But yeah, it says that has a history of drug abuse and emotional turmoil. Just out of prison, she finds herself struggling against all odds to reconnect with her estranged 5-year-old daughter. So maybe gonna be a little bit of a heartfelt, emotional movie. So we'll see there. This one has a Blu-ray release, but it is out of print, I'm pretty sure. Susan Sarandon and Sean Penn in Dead Man Walking. This one seemed really, really good, so I definitely wanted to have that one in the collection. Next up is this film here. We got Jason Patric, Robert Duvall, Gene Hackman, Matt Damon's also in here. And it's this, for some reason I thought this was like Disney, but I guess not. But it's this film here called Geronimo, an American Legend. So it looks to be like some sort of like a Western type film. The guy on his horse and everything. But yeah, it's like Native Americans, that kind of stuff. But it does look to be the Western of some sort. This one too, I was surprised I did not have in my collection. I know it has a Blu-ray release, but again, it's just one that I'm not looking to like pay for or anything like that. I'm just happy to have this in my collection now, even if it is on DVD. This is a banger, you guys. If you've never seen it, you need to. Lawrence Fishburne, Vanessa Williams, Tim Roth, Andy Garcia. We got Hoodlum. Really, really good film, you guys, if you've never seen it. So this is one that I watched a lot back in the day. And then we have some Alicia Silverstone and Jared Leto in Cool and the Crazy. I don't think I've seen this one, but yeah, it was on my wish list, so I was happy to be able to snag this one. Alright, lastly, you guys, we have some Amazon. I'm going to try and get through these as quickly as possible because I do have several pickups. So, of course, one of my main pickups that I had to get was the Steelbook of Small Soldiers. This thing is an absolute beauty. Like, seriously, the camera does not do it justice, you guys. This was one of my all-time favorite movies growing up. Watched this a lot with my siblings, and it still freaking holds up to this day, you guys. So when they announced the Steelbook, I was on that. So I had to pre-order and everything. Did come in a few days late, but it came. I'm glad. So that's the front. There's the back of it. And then, of course, you have the 4K disc here. And then you have the Blu-ray disc. And then the artwork inside looks like that. So I am so happy that this film got the freaking 4K treatment. Very, very happy, you guys. And then, of course, you do have the J card here. Looks like that. All right, everything else. So I did get mostly Blu-rays, but there are a few DVDs here. So I did go ahead for the kiddos. I snagged the Really Loud House Season 1. There was a second season, but it has not been released on physical media yet. But I was happy to snag this one because we are huge fans of Loud House here. When we can, we kind of catch reruns and all that stuff. And I'm not sure if it's still going on like another season, like the cartoon anyways, but yeah, we've seen like all of the live action movies. We've watched this here, the cartoon, all of that. So yeah, the Really Loud House. So happy to have that one. Then I did, oh my gosh, you guys, I know these films are like beyond dumb, and well, Fred is just very, very super annoying, but I had to go ahead and snag this one. We have Fred 3, Camp Fred. So I have the first film. I need to get the second one, which is like the Halloween special or whatever. I'm surprised this came with a slip. Fred with a slip, really? Was that really necessary? But okay, that's cool, I guess. So Fred 3, Camp Fred. If you guys know, if you've seen him, oh my gosh, his voice, the way he talks, the way he acts, absolutely freaking annoying. And like I said, these films are just beyond dumb, but they're kind of a guilty pleasure, if you will, because with all the stupidityness in these films, like they're funny, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, they're funny. So we got Fred 3, Camp Fred. All right, so I'm super happy to add to the collection Boulevard Nights. This finally freaking dropped in price. I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and it finally dropped to a solid price. So I went ahead and jumped on it. Boulevard Nights is one that I remember watching a lot. Like me and my siblings, we would kind of do like back to back with like Blood In, Blood Out. This is actually much older. It's from 1979. But yeah, so around the time that, we were watching Blood In, Blood Out, we were also watching Boulevard Nights. So I was freaking happy to finally snag this one because I did not have it in the collection. It was on DVD for like the longest time ever. And then I think it was this year that it got the Blu-ray treatment. So happy to have this one in the collection now. And this one too is another one that kind of goes with that one and with Blood In Blood Out, and that is American Me. So I did upgrade this one. Heck yes, this one too, I was waiting and waiting for a price drop, and finally it dropped. There was a couple other times and I just happened to miss out those times, like when I wanted to go check out, it's like the promotion was over. So I finally was able to upgrade this one. Edward James Olmos in this, fantastic film. Does mostly take place like, you know, like in prison and stuff. So it's another one of those kind of flicks. But American Me, if you've never seen this one, you need to. If you love Blood In Blood Out, I'm pretty sure that you will enjoy American Me. So got that one. This one I was so happy to get, you guys. I absolutely love this film. This isn't necessarily the release from A24, but I'm just freaking happy to have it, you guys. And that is Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. This film is absolutely super freaking cute. It's actually kind of rather emotional, and it just leaves you feeling a way, you guys. Like this, to think that over a shell, you guys, you get all emotional, you get all just feeling all kinds of ways with this film. It is just absolutely beautiful film. It's kind of like almost like he's being interviewed, but I don't know, there's just a story going on there, and the shell and his little conversations and all that, and it's like him and his grandma and everything, and it is just a freaking awesome film, you guys. If you have not seen this one, you're gonna be surprised at the way you start feeling with this film. So Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, yes, I absolutely love this one so much. So I'm super stoked to have this in the collection. All right, and I did go ahead and snag the original here, Let the Right One In. I've only seen the remake, Let Me In, with Chloe Grace Moretz, and I really enjoyed that one, but I hear that this one is actually even better. So I am looking forward to checking out the original here. And then I did go ahead and snag this film here called Mother. This one has actually come recommended several times from Stephanie over at Movie Chatter. So this actually was on sale. I think this was like under $10, you guys. I want to say this was like maybe $7 or $8. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and snag it per her recommendation, and you know, see, you know, what all the hype is about on this one from her. So yeah, we got Mother. All right, this next one was like super cheap. It went on sale for like $5-6, and that is Grosse Pointe Blank. The name rings a bell, so I'll have to pop this one in and see if this is something that I may have seen, because I feel like I have, but I honestly don't really recall. So we'll see if anything jogs my memory when popping that one in. This is an upgrade, and this was also part of Prime Day. This might be one of actually the only pickups that I got from Prime. No, I got a couple other ones, and I did get that. Oh my gosh, okay, I forgot. But anywho, so we have the 7 movie collection here of Tremors. This was like crazy cheap too, you guys. This was like around, I think it was like between like $25 to $30, and it dropped down to under $20, you guys. So I was happy about that. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and snag it. I've only seen the first 4, and actually that was recently, like maybe within the past like year or two ago, that I actually watched the Tremors films, and they were definitely fun ones. So I definitely need to see the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th. So I will get to those at some point, but Tremors definitely a set that I wanted to upgrade, so happy to have gotten that one. This one, was it my Nicole? Yeah, I think it was my Nicole Kidman collection video that I did. This one came recommended, so I went ahead and picked it up, and this too was like on sale for like $5-6, and that is the Stepford Wives. So really just got that one for her, so I'm gonna check that out at some point, and I will leave the link to the video of her collection in the description box below. This is one too, I want to say this one came recommended, like somebody recommended it in a video. I don't exactly remember who, and I did actually have this saved to my wish list over on Hamilton Book, but this was even cheaper now on Amazon, so I went ahead and snagged it, and that is The World of Kanako. That's how you pronounce it. So seemed pretty good, and you know, per the recommendation, thought I'd go ahead and check that one out. So for the kiddos, I did go ahead and snag Sonic 3. Obviously, to be a completionist, had to have this one. It was fun overall, pretty fun, a little emotional, if you will, but yeah, Sonic 3. obviously enjoy all the films, so had to have that one. And then for the kiddos as well, I did go ahead and snag here the 4K of the Minecraft movie. This movie was interesting. I am not familiar with the game, never played it, anything like that. Didn't really know anything about this at all, but I didn't hate it, you guys. Surprisingly, I didn't hate it. I thought it was actually pretty okay. It was pretty fun. It had its moments for sure. But yeah, so the Minecraft movie. I know the kiddos are gonna be happy about this one for sure. That whole like chicken jockey, that gets pretty annoying quickly. Oh my gosh, you guys. So when I went to the OMSI field trip with my daughter earlier this year, all the freaking kiddos on the bus were just like chicken jockey. Oh my gosh, it got annoying so quickly, you guys. So annoying. But anywho, Minecraft movie. This was a Prime Day deal, and that is the 4K here of, well, you know, Joker, and I'm not even gonna try and pronounce the rest of it because I cannot. Yeah, I'm not gonna try, you guys. But yeah, the one with Lady Gaga, the newest one, the second film, if you will. And I know this one is actually a musical, so should be interesting. But I'm curious to check it out. It's kind of gotten some mixed reviews, so we'll see. I definitely enjoyed the first one. That one is a bit of a tough one. It's a, you know, a bit of an emotional ride for sure. But yeah, this one, I'm curious to see what it's all about. This one too went on sale for Prime Day. This one you got Hilary Swank, which I feel like I haven't seen her in anything for like the longest time ever. So I don't know how long it's been since she's been like in any films or whatever, but we have Ordinary Angels, and this actually, I guess, based on the remarkable true story. But I know that somehow you have this like struggling father or whatever of these girls, and I guess Hilary Swank pops into his life and, I don't know, makes things better, I guess, for the family. So we got that one. And then I forgot that I got this. I thought that I still needed it, but like some of these things I've had sitting for a while. But we got Fred too, you guys. So Night of the Living Fred. So now I have all 3 Fred movies in the collection, so I'm excited. Maybe gonna have to do a little marathon on these ones with the kiddos. They enjoyed the first one, surprisingly. So now we have the second and third, so hopefully they'll want to check them out and be annoyed by Fred. So we got that. So that is everything, guys. Actually, I do want to share one item that I got that is non-media, and it's this shirt that I got at Marshall's. I did not have any SpongeBob shirts in my collection of shirts that I have, because I do kind of collect like movie related shirts now. But Marshall's, you guys, they've been getting in a lot of really, really good kind of movie related shirts. So I actually got my SpongeBob shirt. So this is the front of it, and then the back of it looks like that. So I don't know, it just looked fun. I like the front of it and their faces there and everything. And I mean, their shirts at Marshall's, $10, you guys. They run $10. So not a bad deal at all. But yeah, Marshalls, they have been getting in a lot, especially like horror shirts. They had like a Ricky Bobby shirt. But yeah, definitely a lot of horror. My son, I'm not going to show him off because he has them put away already. But he got a Ghostface shirt. He actually got a couple of them. One says like, call me. And then the other one is like, let's watch scary movies, something like that. And then he also got a Michael Myers one that it's like a, almost kind of like a tarot card, but it says the Boogeyman on it. So he got those. But yeah, Marshalls, you guys, definitely check them out if you're looking for just like cheap like movie related t-shirts. They did have several there. So that's what they've kind of been getting in. But I got that because I needed some SpongeBob in my life, because I do love SpongeBob, you guys. My whole family does. So, you know, we have several like DVDs and stuff of like episodes, and you know, we catch like reruns, all that good stuff. And like ever since my kiddos were small, they've been like loving SpongeBob. So that is it though, you guys. That is everything that I got for the month of July. Again, aside from Criterion and all my other, you know, thrifted haul from vacation. Those are the 2 previous videos, but again, all those will be linked in the description box below, so make sure you go check them out, you guys. Let me know if you've seen any of these films, your thoughts on them, any ones that I need to jump on like pronto, and also just let me know anything that you picked up, any good stuff for the month of July. So that's it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the family if you have not, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.